Sweet.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. So my name is Sylvia, and I'm your host for today's Facebook SilviaFindings live showroom. Today is the 9th event, and this is the second one that I'm hosting today. So, we're switching it up a little bit. Last week we tried to get through everything. Obviously didn't work. We have way too many products to go through in just 1 hour, so we'll just decided we'll be focusing on specific things each week, and this week it would be pendants or just settings in general. Just a couple things about me. If you haven't seen the last show, my name is Sylvia, and I'm the daughter of Marble. Marble is the owner and co-founder of SilviaFindings. And I've been to shows ever since I was about 6 years old. I don't go to them anymore because I am going into grade 10 this September. But I do know my way around kind of the beading jewelry world. I'm not an expert, but I do know some things as a happy consequence of being in a family in the jewelry business. A couple things about the company. We started in 2004 in China, and then in 2008 my family immigrated here, and we started kind of building our business here in 2012, and we've been doing it ever since. I think now we have about 20 or more shows every year. Obviously, this year that is not the case because of COVID-19. So when the pandemic happened, we kind of sat down and thought, hey, what could we do to kind of keep interacting with our customers and kind of make it easier for our customers to contact us and just still have that nice interaction, because we did notice that at gem shows we ourselves really enjoyed talking to our customers and kind of interacting with each other, but even our customers also really enjoyed doing that as well, but because of the pandemic we're no longer able to do that. So with the live show it's really nice because it's kind of like we're talking with our customers, we're kind of interacting in real time, and also we just it's nice because the customers can just ask us questions and they'll get an immediate response, and we can kind of talk with our jewelry community, and also it's just really fun and it's a nice way to do it. So we have live shows every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. So if you enjoy coming to our shows, and we hope you do, please do feel free to keep coming back. So as I mentioned, our company has a lot of things. We provide over 1,000 different items, so it's kind of impossible to attempt going through all of them in 1 hour and kind of showing them in detail, especially since on a website we know that it's really frustrating sometimes if you want to see an item kind of up close and you want to kind of spin it around and just kind of see it from all different angles, and when you just have that one picture it's really hard to do so. It's also kind of hard to see the scale of it compared to like a hand. So we decided for our live show we can just kind of just show you guys in real time, and you guys can kind of see like a scale kind of thing, and you could also you guys can also just kind of just request items. So I'm just gonna do a quick overview of our items. There are, again, a lot of them, and this week we're just gonna be focusing on settings, but every week it'll be a different thing. So next week I think we're doing like pearl settings. So this week we're specifically focusing on the ones where you put a stone in, you clamp the wire over it. We're not doing glue-on settings quite yet. I don't think we're not doing glue-on settings this week, right? Nelson, can you help me check this thing? So we're not doing glue-on settings quite yet. We're just doing the pinch settings. Not pinch, but like, I think you know what I mean. You just clamp the wire over it. We're doing that this week. And we'll focus a week on just, wires and necklaces, chains, just everything. So just as a quick overview, we do provide a lot of things, again, and we do have beading findings, so those are your basics like your clasps, jump rings, crimp beads, bead caps, connectors, charms, just all that fun stuff. Anything you can think of, head pins, those as well. We supply all of them. We also have different, so again, settings, we have stone settings and pearl settings. We also have different wires. I think wires we have 18 gauge to 24 gauge, right, Nelson? 18 to 24 gauge?
10 to 28.
Oh, 10. I'm so good at this. 10 to 28 gauge. And we also have bezel wire. We have bezel wire. How do you make gauge? Bezel wire. We have different gauges of bezel wire. No, but what gauge to what gauge? Oh, so we do have different gauges of bezel wire. We also have patterned and simple bezel, plain and patterned bezel wire, and just a whole host of other items. If you have any questions about our inventory, you can feel free to contact Nelson. He's our inventory specialist. He'll know out of all of us what's in stock. And if you have any questions about our items, he's the best person to contact. Other than that, you could also go to our website, www.SilviaFindings.com, and we have a bunch of stuff over there that you can just check out, and you can just do a quick search if you're wondering if we have certain items. So, besides interacting with our customers, we also have some other reasons for doing a live show. One is that you can place your order live. For those of you who place the orders during the live show, first you get free shipping, and who doesn't love free shipping? And second of all, you also get 10% off if you are a member of any rock, mineral, jewelry, beading, any sort of clubs related to that on social media. So that could be Facebook. I don't know if there are any clubs on Instagram, but just any clubs on that. If you're in one of those clubs, you also get 10% off when you order when we're live. And also, if you share our event while we're live, you also get a silver polishing cloth. So this is what it looks like. Should I open it? Okay, I'm gonna open this real quick. So this is what the cloth looks like. It's just a nice green cloth for you to polish your silver on. So this is what a used one looks like. So as you can see on all these black marks, these are where I used to polish my silver necklaces yesterday. As you can see, it really rubs a lot of the stuff off. So they work really well, and a lot of our customers seem to really enjoy them. So these are valued about $2 Canadian each, but if you share our show while we're live, you get these for free. So that's always something fun. Some other reasons why we decided to do a live show is interaction. So you can interact with the DIY jewelry community. You can also share ideas with our team, the customers, just anything you would like. And again, there are some benefits to joining the live. Again, as I mentioned before, you get free shipping if you place your order live. You also get 10% discount if you're part of any jewelry clubs and you order live. If you share our event while we're live, you also get this silver polishing cloth, and you can check immediately for any products that you want to see or the availability. We do try our best to keep our website up to date, but with over 1,000 items, it's a little bit hard to keep track of everything. And sometimes, while a product does say that it's in stock, it might not be. So if you want to check immediately if the specific product is in stock or not, you can just ask us and we can get back to you immediately. So before we hop into the settings, I just really want to talk about our DIY jewelry kind of service. So DIY stands for do it yourself and design it yourself, and it allows you to kind of make your own unique piece of jewelry that no one has in the world, which I think is really cool. You basically design something, so it could be like earrings, a ring, a necklace, a pendant, anything that you'd like, and you just send it to us, and we just do the whole 3D design thing, send it back to you, and then you get to choose different materials. So for us, we offer gold or silver, and you can also choose different colors. I believe we have rhodium plated, rose gold and yellow gold plated, right?
Rose gold, yellow gold, yeah, rhodium.
Yeah, so rose gold, yellow gold, and rhodium. Personally, I would choose the rose gold because, you know, who doesn't love rose gold? But yeah, we do have different colors and different materials for you to choose from. Any questions about the DIY jewelry service? It would be best to ask Marble. He is our expert in that area. And again, if you want to kind of just search things up, you could also just go to our website, www.SilviaFindings.com. We do have quite a bit of information there. So, shall we start on the settings? So, first we're going to be talking about our earrings. So, these are our earring. Let me see if I can move this. I don't know how to. Oh, so is this our prong settings? Prong settings?
No, this is not prong. This is for beads.
For beads?
Glue on beads.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna. Okay, so this is just kind of what we're gonna. This is just kind of what we're gonna have to work with for now. So this is just for our any glue-on beads and stones. So here, as you can see, you can. Oh, let me open this. Can I open? No, I can't open this. So here, you kind of just glue in a round bead. You would just stick some glue in there, and you would just stick a bead in. It's really cool. It's really good for any pearls or just any sort of round stone. It's a nice way to make pretty unique jewelry depending on the stone that you choose. So this is just some of our many options. Those are some earring hooks. Yeah, so this is just kind of what it looks like. So, and then I thought okay. So I believe that these are our newer products. These are newer products?
No, this is for pearl setting. For pearl setting, this is for pearl setting. The other for pearl.
Okay, so these are also other pearl settings. Oh, sorry for the clanking, guys. So these are really cool designs. I especially love the starfish one, where you would just kind of glue a pearl in the middle of it, and it would just kind of look like that. And it's just a really nice, really cool way to accent your jewelry. We also have one just kind of looks like two leaves or two clams, depending on how you interpret it. And that's another really cool. It's a pretty fancy setting, but it's really nice. If you really want to hit home the pearl bit, I believe that these are two clams. Really cool. They're really on the theme. Oh, these are one of my favorites. I've always loved the animal designs that we offer. So these are two sea turtles. Like, look how cute they are. Like, how could one not love this? It's so cute. Okay, so, we do have another tray of pearl settings to offer. Oh. Okay, so these are more pearl settings. These are kind of the dangling down ones. This isn't so again, this you would just kind of stick a pearl there, and it's another really cool way to accent your jewelry. We have a lot of flowers designs here. If you've been to any of our shows, if you've been to our showroom, you would have noticed that, or even on our website, you would notice that we have a plethora of flower designs. So this is like a really cool one. Oh, here's an example. Oh, I can open this. Here's an example of the earring. So this would be without the pearl, and this is with the pearl. Let me take this out. Can I take this out? Okay. So this is kind of what it looks like with the pearl setting in it. I believe that you could also use any other stone you'd like. I just think that the pearl is kind of the most common one. So this is another really cool design. Just stick this back in here. Can I stick this back in here? Okay. So this is another really cool one. It's a dragonfly design. It does have it might be, I can't open this one. Okay, so it might be a little bit hard to see, but this one has like little Kubikazani crystals in there, and it's just a really cool, really nice accent. And it's a nice way to spice up your jewelry. So here is a really fancy flower design, but it is a very pretty one. It's very elegant. If you have a dinner or you have a really formal event, these would be a nice way to kind of play up your outfit. I'm not even that good at fashion. So here's another flower design that's really simple. It's a pretty big one, so it's kind of a nice way to, if you want to make your jewelry kind of the center of your outfit, that would be a really cool one. So these are just some of our pearl settings for earrings, but again, if you are interested in seeing all of them, please go to our website, www.SilviaFindings.com, and we have many, many, many there. Or when the pandemic is over and we're allowed to go to shows, you could also come visit us at a gem show. Okay, so let's move on to these are our stone settings. So this is here are just some of the these are just of our simple standard stone settings. I had earrings once, and whenever I see the settings, I really wish that I still had earrings, or I still had my piercings, but they hurt too much, so I decided never again. Here is, so the one I showed you just now, these are kind of like the straight pins. It just kind of goes in like that. It's a very, probably the simplest design you could probably get, but it's a very nice design for, if you're like a high schooler like me, or just a simple design for everyday wear. These ones are slightly more fancy because they do have the hooks, but again, they're still relatively simple. We do have, I'm just wreaking havoc everywhere. So these are the bigger ones. Again, we do have different sizes for different stones. You don't have to get a specific size. See, we have like smaller ones like these ones. So we do offer a variety of sizes and shapes. We also have some glue-on ones like these ones. Oh, I can't open this one. So this, you would just kind of glue it onto like the end part, and you would just stick a stone or a bead on there. We also offer different, sorry guys, technical difficulties with my stuff. So we do offer different sizes. This one just kind of fell out of the case. So these are some different shapes. So this is kind of a teardrop shape. It's hanging down, pretty fancy. There's a crystal on top of it. Who doesn't love a good shine? So this is just kind of what it looks like. I'll just stick this back on here. So this is kind of what it would look like. So these are probably the simplest designs we have. These are just our basic ones. If you want a nice simple earring, you don't want too much shine to them, you kind of just want them to be simple and not take away too much from anything else, these are the ones that you would go to. So moving on.
This is the wrong shape.
So these are our rounder shapes. So moving on. Oh my god. I'm so good at this. So these are similar to the last batch. They're also mainly our round shapes, or our oval shapes. These are our oval shapes. Again, they still have pretty simple designs. This one doesn't have much bling. It just has like a little floral-ish cut around it. So this would be a glue-on. You would kind of put glue on kind of the base of it, and you would just kind of stick the stone on. So next, we also have little ones like this, which is they have a little bit of like a ribbed ribbony-ish ring to them. So these are the straight pins, and please focus. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of like a shell, kind of, and you would just stick. These are for stones with deeper or like kind of, they would kind of go in deeper. I'm not quite sure what the term is, but you would stick some glue in there and you just put the stone there, put it in for 24 hours, and you got a new earring. So these are probably our most no, they're not. Our most common dimensions are 6 by 8 millimeter, I believe, for both pendants and earrings. So this is a little bit, we're starting to get a little bit more fancy. So this one, it kind of looks like this. It's there's kind of like a little bit of a border around it, and you have the stone in there. It's kind of like a long oval shape. Just stick that back in there. We also have some extra fancy ones like this one. I don't even know. Dad, how does this work? Can I open this? Okay, my dad's gonna open this real quick while I show you a different one. So again, we're going back to simple. These are just your kind of your regular oval shaped, roundish oval. And you guys, this is your simple design.
Okay. Crown set.
Oh, so this is a prong setting.
Can open.
And oh, you can.
So no earring hook.
So if you don't have an earring, if you don't have an earring hook, or if you don't have a piercing.
There's no hook on the.
Oh,
ears.
so these are a clip-on earring. So if you don't have a piercing, this would kind of be what you're. Can I put this on and show them?
Of course.
Okay, so I don't know how well you can see. So this is kind of what it looks like, and then you would just kind of clip it on. You clip it onto your earlobe like this. So I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is just kind of what it looks. This is kind of what it looks like. You just clip it on that way, and it actually doesn't feel that bad, honestly. A lot of the clip-ons that I used to wear, they would hurt my earlobes, but this one actually doesn't hurt you that much. And you have the prong setting to put in a stone, and once again you would open it like this, and then say if it was like my finger was your earlobe, you would do this, and it would just kind of clip on like that, and you wouldn't need to have a piercing to enjoy a very comfortable earring. I'm honestly a little bit surprised because the ones I used to wear hurt me like a lot, so that's why I stopped wearing them. So moving on, we're just going to keep going. If you want to see any specific product in detail, please do type into the chat, or you can also go to our website, www.SilviaFindings.com. So moving on to other earring shapes and sizes, we have, this is like a little bit of a newish, oh, the box refuses to open. The box doesn't like me. It refuses to open. Okay. Well, we finagled. Oh, it really doesn't like me. It opened for my dad and not me. So, oh, wow. What is this? Okay, give me a second. Let me figure this one out. Okay. So, there's obviously a place to put your stone here. There's another. I can't tell. Is this one entire earring? Oh, okay, so this is an entire earring. So you not only get a cool design and a stone in the middle, you get two designs and a stone in the middle, because it's stuck
This is for two stones.
Yeah, so you would get two stones. Oh, it's like this. Oh my god. So you get two stones and a design. So that's really cool. It's very sci-fi. It's kind of what I imagine in like the costume design of a sci-fi movie. This is another similar one to the one that I showed you before. It has the ribbony-ish border, and it has like a long teardrop shaped center. You also have, oh, please focus. There's also a cubic Kazani crystal at the bottom here. Oh my god. There's a cubic Kazani crystal at the bottom, so like a little extra bling, but it's not overkill. this is probably one of the simplest of our designs. It's just a straight pin. I think, yeah, it has a thing in the back. It has so it's just a straight pin, and you just glue it on, and you just stick it in there. We also have the flat like back, so it's not like there's no hole. So this is like a flat back, and it's again very simple design. It's a very small rim. It's a teardrop shape, obviously. So yeah, these are one of our simplest designs. We also have teardrop shapes for hooked earrings. So obviously there's the hook, and we also have the teardrop shape. These are quite small. You would want to check the millimeters of your stone and then pair it up with the sizing of the earring. So on the back here, you can see that it's 7 by 5 millimeters. This is another quite fancy one. There's I want to say it's like a Chinese like red, the thing that you stick on their doors. I don't know the English translation for this, but yeah, it's another really cool design. So here, let's show one last one on this set. So it's a really cool ribbon wave design on the top of it, and there's no crystals, so it's not way too fancy, but it's still quite fancy. I could still imagine someone wearing this to a fancy event. So these are our new designs. How exciting. So these ones, if you could hear, these ones just arrived. What immediately caught my eye was this one. Can you see all the crystals on there? So yeah, this is a really fancy, it reminds me of like a snowfall, like winter time, and it's a pearl setting, or if you have a bead with a hole in it, you could also stick that in there. So this is a really nice, really cool one. Which one is it? This one? Yeah. So
you say Carol.
Carol, is it? Hi, Carol. Is this one the one that you find interesting? My dad's kind of just in the back, kind of just replying to messages. So if I glance this way, I'm just checking the screen. So we'll just set this one aside for now. But Carol, if you're interested, I'll be glad to kind of just show you a bit more on the angles. But it refused. Okay, so that's just kind of what it looks like. We also have a dragonfly one. These ones are really cool. These ones are very simple design. There are no crystals on there. It's just kind of just straight silver, but they're really cute, really fun. We also have this. This kind of just looks like a polar bear-ish. The last one before our new settings. Before it? No, she said before. The last one before our new settings. So these are our new settings. So show to you, No, highlight. Okay, so I remember which one.
I think maybe this one.
No, I remember which one it is. Was it this one?
No.
So, if Carol could give me her confirmation whether or not I got it right. So this is what I believe the last one I showed before my new tray. So this is the size. So 33 by 8 millimeters. I also believe I believe that I didn't talk. I believe that I didn't talk about the pricing. I'm sure most of you know, but some of you might not. We do have regular and wholesale price. So regular price is a little bit more than wholesale price, but if you want to get the wholesale price, you have to spend a minimum of $150 based on the wholesale price unit. And that's kind of just how you get the wholesale price. Again, if you order during our event, you do get free shipping, and if you're part of any jewelry clubs, you also get a 10% off. So, you know, just some basics on the pricing. So, oh, yeah, she said yes, it's that one.
The setting size.
So my dad's just checking the setting size for you, Carol, or, yeah, my dad's just kind of just checking it out. Oh my god, Yumiwa. Okay, so we're just gonna keep on going. So again, like I was saying before, these kind of just look like bears. These are our glue-ons. Back to flying insects. These are our butterfly ones. Again, there are no stones. Very simple, really cool design. Carol, my dad just measured for this one. The setting size is 7 by 10 millimeters, and the price, a regular price per pair is $18.39, and the wholesale price is $11.50. Again, the wholesale price, you get it based off of the wholesale price unit, so it's $150 in total, your entire order, based off the wholesale price unit. So this is just kind of what they look like again. While we wait for just Carol's answer, or if she's still interested, we'll just keep on going on the settings. So this is another kind of like flowery, it kind of reminds me of a galaxy design, and it's a really cool, really simple design. It's nice and simple yet elegant. That's how I would put it. So,
There's a customer asks what size stone.
oh, what size stone are the bears? Okay, the bears, we have, it's 4 by 6 millimeters, and if you're interested in the pricing, it's $16.66 in retail price and $10 in wholesale price. So again, wholesale price is $150 in total based off of the wholesale price unit. So we're just gonna, and then so we're just gonna keep on going. So this, you're interested in this one, Carol? I was wondering how many you would like for this. So how many pairs you would like for this earring? Okay, we're just gonna keep on going with our showcase of our newer settings. So again, so this is another quite simple teardrop shaped one. The teardrop shaped settings seem to be quite popular. Okay, so we have, okay. So we also have, here are two very fancy ones. These are kind of studded with Kubikazani crystals, and for these ones it would be, again, a really nice piece to wear to a formal event, or even just everyday wear if you want to spice up your outfit.
2 pairs.
2 pairs? Okay, yeah, sure. So Carol will get you 2 pairs of this. Thank you. Could we, oh, wait. So if you'd like to take 2 pairs of these, does she already have an order? Do you already have an order ready?
Nelson is follow up.
Okay, so Nelson will be following up with your order, and we should get it shipped by the end of today. Yeah, thanks. So we'll just put these back for now. So we'll just finish up with our showcase. I'm wondering, Lucinda, are you still interested in the bears? I'm just wondering. So we'll just keep on going. Are these also new? So this is our second tray of new settings that just came in, and they, I think it's the last tray of earrings that we're showcasing today. We have many different ones. I only handpicked. Oh, oops, sorry. I only handpicked some of the. Ones that I found personally I found interesting to show. But again, please do check our website if you have anything that you kind of want to see in detail. So the one in this set that first caught my eye were these ones with the nice Kubikazani studded bows on top. If this will focus for me. If this will focus for me, then it. So there you can see the Kubikazani. We also have these ones. They kind of look like rosebuds, but they also kind of don't. I find that very interesting, really fun. These have kind of like one ring of kind of, I lost my train of thought. 1 ring of plain undecorated silver, and we have 1 ring with the cubic zirconia crystals. We also have kind of just a plain one like this one. This is kind of what it looks like. Oh, okay, it's not going to open for me again. So this is just kind of what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty clearly. We also have this heart-shaped one that's also really cool. You put the setting in the middle. That was a really nice gift. We also have this honestly gorgeous earring where, oh my god, my voice just came out so weird. Where you have the straight kind of solid plain silver, still very shiny though, and you have the cubic zirconia. So these are really cute. This is similar to the one that I just showed you, but it's kind of like a bit more rounded, so it looks a little bit more like a rose. Here.
Lucia, we asked for the dragonfly amigo.
Wait, sorry, what's the name?
Lucinda.
Oh, Lucinda, you said you asked about the dragonfly earrings. These are 4 by 6 millimeters for the dragonflies, so 4 by 6 millimeters and $15.08 for the retail price, $9.05 for the wholesale price. So again, 4 by 6 millimeters for these dragonfly earrings. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna finish showcasing the new and last tray of the earrings we're gonna show today. So these are kind of what it looks like. These remind me of the mirrors that you find in Snow White, you know, like when the evil queen is kind of like staring at the mirror. This is kind of what I imagine it would be look like, just a really cool viney and flower design around it. I think those are really nice and elegant, and they're gorgeous. We also have this one with a square border. Still refuses to open for me, but it is a round stone, so it's kind of like a really cool geometric shape. I think this will be the last one I'll show you in this set today. This is again a really spirally cool floral border. So if any of you are interested in any of these, please feel free to comment down below, or again you can either call Nelson about the inventory or whatnot, or you can go to our website for more. So we're gonna do necklace settings, pendant settings now. Right. Okay, so we will now be doing our pendant settings.
There's Carol asking for. This is a gold hairpins.
Oh, okay.
Ask for hairpins.
So Carol, you asked for our gold head pins. So this is what it looks like. If I know how to open this, Dad, how do you open this? Daddy, how do you open this? Sorry, be right back while we try to figure out technicalities. Okay. So these are our silver head pins. These are our eye pins. Oh, wow. Okay, we're not gonna do that. So these are our eye pins. If you can see, these are our silver ones. So silver eye pins. Dad, is it eye pins, head pins, and... Okay, so I think these are our head pins.
All these pins are called head pins.
Oh wait, what's this one called? The flat one?
It's flat head pins.
Oh, flat head pins. I was kind of right. So these are our flat head pins, and these are our eye pins. So I do believe we do have different lengths for each one, as well as I think different gauges. So it would just depend on which gauge and which kind of length you're looking for. Again, eye pins, flat head pins, and our eye pins. So these are our
many gauges and lengths for silver.
Okay, so for silver ones we have many different gauges and lengths.
But for the gold one, we only have a ball head pin.
Okay.
Not so many sizes.
Okay, so for gold head pins, unfortunately, we do not have as much of a variety. We only have ball head pins. So for the gold.
But we can make any head pins they want.
But if there's anything specific that you would like, we could also make it for you. Oh, did I just messed it up. Give me a second. Okay, so this would be the pricing for the gold head pins is per piece. So
18 karat gold.
Also, these Yeah, so these would be 18 karat gold ball pins, and per piece for the gold ones, oh, please focus, these are $24.20 regular price and $20.14 per piece. So should we move on to our pendant settings? So we're just gonna show you kind of, I don't know how well you guys can see, but this is a necklace that I'm wearing right now. So it's, oh, actually, do you know what would be smarter? What would be smarter is if I took it off. So this is one of my most worn necklaces. This is an opal. I'm sure most of you would have recognized it, and it just has a really simple design. I've been wearing this setting for at least 4 years now, and it still works really well. I have many pendants, but I don't wear them as much because high school equals PE or foods class, and neither of those allow jewelry as like necklaces in case they get caught in your hair or something. But the opal setting is one of my favorites because it's like a white color. It goes with basically any outfit, so I don't have to worry with color coordinating. But yeah, this is just one of our many samples. As you can see, it's just very simple design that I can just throw together with a casual outfit if I want. So we just get into our settings. I can show my different necklace. Oh, okay, so, yeah, sorry about that. So this is another one of my favorites. Honestly, I should be wearing this more. This is a piece of amylite. It's a really gorgeous piece, in my opinion. It has like the blue and the green, and this is one of my favorite settings. It has the bird and kind of the flowers on a branch, and it kind of loops around. You can probably tell that I just really like nature and like delicate settings, so these are just my personal favorites. Again, I don't wear the necklaces very often anymore. This is another piece of amylite. It's the red, yellow, orange, green, very rainbow-esque, and it has a very simple setting. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like it looks a little bit braided, so it's just kind of what it looks like on the back, on the front. Again, this is another very well-loved piece. I've probably had it since I was in like maybe grade 2 or grade 3, so that would have been like maybe 7 or 8 years ago. So this is a stone that I begged my dad to get for me, and I haven't worn it. Yeah, I haven't worn it that much. No, this is aquamarine. This is an aquamarine. I asked for it because it's my birthstone, and I really wanted a birthstone pendant. I don't wear it that much because honestly, it is quite small. I feel like it would have been better in an earring or like a clip-on earring. Hey, like the pin, like the clamp clip-on earring that I showed you before. But again, I do really love this piece. I just don't wear it as much. It has this kind of field of like corn-ish kind of design on top. It's very simple, again, very delicate. It's a very nice piece of amylite as well. This is one of my newer acquirements. It's a garnet. You can't really see the red in this lighting, but it is a really nice deep shade of red. This is one of my fancier settings that I own. It has the cubic zirconia kind of wrapped around it and like a wraparound. When I was younger, in elementary school, I would wear the necklaces like that I'm showing you right now. I'd wear them every day. I was basically a walking advertisement because a lot of my classmates would be like, "Oh, that's a really cool necklace. Where'd you get it?" And I'd say something like, "I made it," but I didn't make it. My parents did for me. But they would ask me where I got it, and I would tell them. So, back when a couple years ago when I was still in elementary school, I was a walking advertisement for a company. Not that much anymore. So this is not a stone setting, but it is a bale. So I'm pretty sure we'll be showing you bales in a separate live, but this is just kind of a preview. This is a turquoise stone. It's just a really nice teardrop shaped one. And then again, the 3 cubic zirconia crystals, and this is just like, this used to be one of my favorites. I used to wear this all the time. I don't that much anymore. I still go back to the opal most of the time if I do decide to wear a necklace, but this is just a really nice, delicate, really pretty piece that I really enjoy. So after showing you my pieces, I'm going to be showing you pendants that you can use to make your own pieces. Oh, yeah. So, okay, this one fell off. So these are our more basic pieces. Let me get a drink of water first. So, this is our more simple settings. A lot of these are glue-on, like this one. These are just our oval-shaped ones. It has a very kind of simple rim to it, and it's just very normal. You kind of put the glue there and just kind of press the glue and press the stone on. You leave it for 24 hours, and there you got a new piece. So another one that's very simple is this one, but this would be a pinch. This is actually really cool. The edges are not normal, just springs, but they're not springs. They're just like legs. I want to call them legs, but they're probably not called legs. But this is kind of like a star shape, so it's another way to kind of subtly spice up a very simple design. So again, we have many different shapes and sizes. These are one of our smaller ones. So this is kind of just what it looks like. We also have very big ones. This is probably one of our biggest. Again, as you can see, it's larger than even the the backing itself, the velvet backing. So this is just kind of what it looks like. So there's not much to show for these ones. They're just very simple, plain designs. We do have different shapes, different sizes. We have many different settings and like different types of settings. If you've ever been to our shows,
these are one of the most common.
Yeah, these are our more common settings. If you've been to any of our shows, you know that we have stacks. We have just stacks and stacks and stacks of settings. So we have them in layers of like 2 or 3, and every single time someone comes to our show and I say, hey, yeah, like by the way, we do have different layers, they'll just be like, so for those of you who haven't been to our shows, you may or may not know that for settings, we do set things for free. Mark, our jewelry expert, he's the one who kind of sets stones for free if you do visit us at our shows. We unfortunately don't do glue-ons, just because you have to let it dry for 24 hours, and it's not that hard to glue on. All you have to do is just buy some glue from a jewelry store. Some of the booths at the shows do sell glue to put glue on jewelry. So we don't do glue-ons, but if you do have any settings you want to do, like a bracelet, necklace, pendant, earrings, Mark will do that for you for free at the shows. So not when we're in our showrooms, just it's kind of a show-only event. So it's really nice if you don't know how to kind of set your own jewelry. I do know that it's kind of risky in case you crack the stone, so you want to get professional help, but professional help can be really expensive. I heard it could be like over $20, and that's really expensive to get a stone set. So the shows, Mark does do it for free, and he has been setting stones for, honestly, I think like forever. So here are our more unique shapes. These are also our very simple, very common designs, but the shapes, we do have a triangular design. So this is kind of like a squarish rectangle design, but with a triangle. So it's like kind of squarish at the points. So again, so this is what I meant by legs, kind of this part, and you would just kind of clamp it on, and it's a very simple design. We do have some settings that are kind of like irregular design, or some settings that like you can kind of just mold that's what they're called, the prongs. That's what you can mold the prongs to kind of fit your stone. So this is probably one of our smallest designs. As you can see, this is a really, really small triangle. Actually, that's not even smallest. I believe this is the smallest. This is a 4x4 millimeter. So it's very, very tiny. I feel like it would be good for like a really young child. That probably is not a good idea. They might swallow it. I don't know. So here are one of our bigger designs for the triangular one. I'm pretty sure we have designs for triangles even bigger than this, but again, I'm not too sure. It has like a basket, so it's for like a really deep stone. This would be really good. You also have, besides the triangles, here is a very small teardrop shape. It's 4 by 6 millimeters. So this is one of our smaller ones. Again, these are all very simple designs. We will get to the pendants with really, really fancy, big designs. Speaking of big, fancy designs, this, again, one of our bigger settings, not the biggest, definitely not the biggest, but these are our not simpler, this isn't simple, more elegant ones with a bit more of a kind of spiralish design. It's very similar to, it's kind of similar to my opal here, kind of, but again, yeah, the very spirally, florally, ribbony design. This one.
For the triangle one, Carol asked for the triangle one.
The triangle one?
Just now.
Which triangle one?
Just now you showed.
I don't remember which one I just showed. Is it the? I'm not sure, Carol. I'm not sure if it's this big one or the small one, or we have this one. Or it might be something else, but we have, if you could give me kind of an approximate sizing, I might be able to find it. Here's another setting. I think it's basically the same as the last one, only it's a little bit smaller. This is a 12 by 18 millimeter. The last one was a 13 by 18 millimeter.
That's the one.
Is it? Wait, was it? Wait. So, okay.
Yeah, this big one.
Oh, the big
one.
The big one? So, is it this one? So, I'll just hold it here for a bit. So it could be this one, or this one. The size is 18 by 18 millimeter. You can see the retail price is $19.19 per piece. Wholesale price is $12.79 a piece. Carol, is this the one that you were talking about? Okay, so oh, the skill number is A13MTP809. Oh, so it's this one? Okay, so how many would you like for this one? Okay, I'll just put it aside. Oh, I'll just put it aside for now. So these are just our triangular designs. That's just kind of what it looks like. Are quite simple. Dad, can you pass me another tray, please? So again, if you, how many would you like to take, Carol? Okay, so here are our oval ones. These are our simpler ones. Our oval ones are quite popular. We have many oval designs. So these have kind of like a basket one. Okay. So these are our basket designs. Again, these are for the thicker, deeper stones. We also have here's another teardrop design. These are, again, very simple. These are good for, just having just a simple pendant if you don't want it to be too flashy. But also, a lot of people at the shows, they come up to me and they say, hey, I want to get a pendant or a design for kind of like my granddaughter or my daughter or like a niece, and I always recommend these ones just because they're simpler and they're not super heavy. And honestly, when I was in elementary school wearing jewelry all the time, I almost always preferred to have a simple design so that it's not too flashy. This one's a very cool one though. This one's also quite simple, but it has this, oh please focus, has kind of like this heart shape-ish wave around it. So that's a really cool one. It's very simple, yet elegant design. This one has kind of a heart on top of it. It's just like a little extra detail to kind of spice it up a little bit. But overall, these ones are very simple. They're just our regular oval designs. Kind of the basket for like the deep settings. And again, if you want to see any anything
Different shape,
kind of
different shapes.
we do have different shapes and sizes for
Squares,
all of our pendants. But if you want to see anything kind of up close, please feel free to type it out in the comments, and I'll be more than glad to show you guys up close. But other than that, you can also go to our website again, www.SilviaFindings.com, and you can check it out there.
Also got a lot of benefits.
Oh, we also have again, if you do order during our live show, you do have many benefits. You have the free shipping, and if you're part of any clubs, you also, or related groups on like related gem mineral clubs on social media, you do get 10% off, which is really good, cool. And again, if you share our live show while we're live, you do get this $2 silver polishing cloth. And again, these work really well, and a lot of customers seem to really enjoy them. Okay, back to the pendants. So here is so we do have a couple of examples of what the pendants would look like with a stone in them. So I think these are all labradorite, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But so this is a really nice, quite big of a setting. It has a circle and it has a teardrop. It's a really cool geometric design to look at. And the cool thing, I believe, is that this can kind of fling out by itself. I find that very fun and really cool. So this is another really cool design. These are probably one of our bigger designs, but we do definitely have a lot of big ones as well. This is a square one. Dimensions for this is 24 by 32 millimeter. So this is just kind of a really cool wave design around it, and a square design is not one that you see very often. Here are some of our other ones with the stone inside. Again, so this one doesn't move up and down the stone separately like the other one did. So these, I believe, are both Labrador. Oh shoot, sorry, I keep bumping into this. So this has like the ribbony design around it. Very cool. They both have cubic zirconia at the bottom. This is probably one of our fancier design. It reminds me of you know when like in the movies the characters go to like this big fancy dinner to like, I don't know, on like a mission or something. This is what I believe would be what they were wearing, or if you're kind of in like a very fancy prized pendant that the characters want, this is what I believe they would want. They just so many crystals around it, and if you have like a really big fancy stone in the middle, it's gonna only add to the glamour. We do have quite a bit of skull designs. This is one of them. You would put a round stone in the middle, and another very cool skull designs. We do have some skull designs. I don't believe that we have that many, but this would be one of them. Oh, this is also a really cool one. Is this glue on? This is not glue on, right?
Not blue, just close.
Oh, okay.
Just close.
Yeah, so these aren't the glue on ones. This is just kind of what it looks like with a bead in the middle. So it could be like a bead with a hole or a bead without a hole. It's very versatile. You would just kind of clamp it around. No glue necessary. Very mess free. And you just got a new cool design. And look at the vine designs.
Pearl, beads, amber, anything.
So just basically any stone that's round with like a bead, you can just kind of clamp it in there. It's very versatile, like once again. So like look at just look at that beautiful vine design in the center. So if you want to see it without the bead, I can pull one out to show you. So this is kind of just what it looks like without the beading, or not the beading, the bead. So another really cool like rope thing detail on like, I don't know what this part is called, but like the hanging thing where the chain hangs from.
Bail.
The what?
Bail.
That's what it's called, bail. So this is another design, which I would imagine would be the frame of the magic mirror from Snow White. It's again, cubic zirconia all around. It's a swirly pattern, infinite, never-ending, very fun to look at. And of course you can't forget this part where there's also cubic zirconia on there. So these are one of our kind of like sideline designs. I showed you one of them with my garnet. Let me just pull it up real quick. So again, so these two, the stone is kind of like, instead of being like this, it's kind of like on its side. And this is also a square design. So again, you don't come across those very often, and this is just a really unique design. one of our bigger ones, we have this, just a very basic but very elegant, like swirly design, and we also have the flower on the top.
Yes, it's called bell.
Okay, thank you, Carol. So here is another one with the cubic zani, and it's just all around. Okay, so we're just gonna move on to another tray of settings.
Free shape. This is free shape.
So I talked. Just let me get a drink of water real quick. Okay, so we do have some. So as you can see, our top row here, these are for kind of irregular shaped stones.
How much?
Carol, for this one, Carol, it is $14.62 per piece, retail price, and $9.14 per piece. So again, you can put basically any bead, but I believe the best would be a 10mm bead, as it says 10. 10. Yeah. So this is just kind of the pricing for the beads. Not for the bead, for the setting that holds the bead. So I'm just gonna go back to this tray real quick while we wait for Carol's answer. So this is kind of like a free, kind of just whatever shape your stone is, you can just stick there and you can just close the flower petals or like the prongs there. You can kind of just close it, and again, very cool, elegant design. We do have 3 different sizes for these, so each is getting bigger and bigger. And it's just a nice way to kind of accent your jewelry if it's just an irregular shaped stone. So these two are also 4 irregular shaped stones, but you are a little bit more limited to kind of a rectangular-ish shape. But once again, you can just kind of just place a stone there and then just kind of wrap this part around. These two do have a bit of a different bail, as I've learned from Carol. I'm learning things too. So it has like, this one has like a hollowish, flowery-ish design. Focus, so it kind of looks like that, and this one is just kind of like a plain solid silver design. So one of our, I wouldn't say one of our last, but in this tray, our last free shape design is kind of like a cage where you would kind of just stick the stone in there and you would wrap the wire around, and any extra wire you just kind of snip off. So this is just swivel.
Yeah.
Oh, it can swivel, so you can kind of turn around. It kind of reminds me of a merry-go-round, but you can kind of just turn around like this, and again, another really cool extra. So here we have kind of like caps. It was kind of like, it's called a cap. Is it called a cap, Dad? It's called a cap. Okay, so I can call it a cap. So it would be for kind of like a long crystal, you know, those like crystals are kind of like this. You kind of just stick some glue in there and just press it. Is this glue or pinch? This is glue, right?
Yeah, glue.
Yeah, so these are a little bit more kind of picky with the stone. You kind of have to find the perfect fit almost.
For the long one.
Yeah, so you can kind of just stick some glue in there and then just kind of,
on the top.
Yeah, so either put some glue on the top of your stone or put it kind of inside the, or put it inside the,
a little bit inside, a little bit.
And then you kind of just stick it in there. So it's kind of like a long stone kind of hanging out. So it's just a nice way to accent your jewelry. We have a couple others. So like this one, I believe that, is this one pinch? This one's pinch, right?
This can open and close.
Yes.
Open.
So these are opened ones. Yeah. So these ones are
You can put the beads inside, or you can do on the long ropes.
So this one, I don't know if you could hear my dad, but he said you can kind of open the prongs and you can either stick a bead in there like this one, except, you know, it's kind of wrapped all the way around, or you can kind of put in like a long stone, like for this one. So this one's a pretty versatile one. This one is again similar to this one, where you kind of just put kind of a round bead and you can kind of.
This one need a glue.
Oh, so this one would need a glue. So it's kind of like an X shape. Reminds me of math. It's kind of just what it looks like. This is another example of like you can, oh, this is glue too. Oh, so these are glues for gluing too. Personally, out of these two, I prefer this one because it's the vine design, and I love vine designs. So this is another glue one. It's kind of reminds me of like an octopus or seaweed. It's very thin, fragile looking, like leaf-shaped parts. Just kind of what it looks like. This is one of our fancier ones. It is studded all over with cubic zirconia crystals. Just kind of what it looks like. So this is like back to normal pendants. This is again one of our bigger ones. It is a 30 by 40, fits a 30 by 40 millimeter stone. And you know, it's a very simple design. It's kind of a geometric design, but it does fit quite a big stone, so it might come in handy if you have an extremely large stone. So again, here's another one of our kind of like side laying stones, except this one kind of like goes horizontally, which is quite cool. So these are just some of the random ones I picked up on this tray, but we will be moving on to a separate one. These are for pearls, or just honestly any stone with a hole in it. So this is a really cool one. It's like a delicate heart-shaped leaf with flower designs in the middle, and you would put, I don't know if you can see the pin in the middle, but you would put a stone with a hole, or most likely a pearl in the middle. It's kind of like you just kind of put some glue on there and just kind of stick it on for 24 hours. This is also
also for amber, not only pearl. All the pearl setting.
Yeah, so again, all our pearl settings, you can put like amber beads, turquoise beads, garnet beads, whatever you want, as long as there's a hole in it. This is not only just for pearls with one hole in it, unless you don't mind seeing the extra hole. So this is, I want to say it's a bail, but again, so this would be in the front, and it would be for a rather large stone, unless you don't mind this entire thing covering it up. And see the two pins here, you would need 2 holes, and you would just kind of, it's kind of like this one, where I would just kind of like, instead of, ignore the setting I have on here, but you just kind of pin it in like this, and then it would just kind of look like that. That's a very haphazard demonstration, but that's kind of just what it is.
I like this one.
Carol likes, oh, Carol, is it this one that you like? So for this one is, the item number is K12MTP1213. The price is $16.24 per piece, and the wholesale price is $10.15 per piece. Carol, could I just get your confirmation if it's this one? Oh yeah, so again for this one it's $16.24 per piece and $10.15 per piece.
Wholesale regularly.
So obviously the $10.15 is the wholesale price. Yeah. How many would you like for this one, Carol? So we're gonna keep on moving on for this one. This is a kind of like a, I want to say a tornado. No, a whirlpool design, right? So it just kind of like seems to just go from outside to inside too. Okay, cool. Thank you. So this is another really cool design. Again, I feel like this would look really good with like an amber or like an orangey color in the middle. That would be really cool. Similar to the heart shape leaf design-ish. This is a little bit more on brand. There are actual leaves studded with cubic zirconia crystals, might I add, and it's just another really cool, really delicate but elegant one. I've always loved the animal ones that we offer. This is a dolphin one. So again, you would put a bead in the middle and you can just kind of clamp it down. It looks like it's jumping around the bead, which is honestly adorable. So here is a little bit up close. For one that has not gone dark from exposure to oxygen. Let me just grab it real quick. Oh, they're all stuck together. So this is just kind of what one would look like if you were to buy it. It's a lot shinier, as you may notice, as they are not exposed to the open air. Okay, moving on, we also have this ribbony one over here, and again, you have the pin in the middle. This is a rather long pin too, and we do have little bits. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are little bits of Kubikazani crystal over here. Is this our last tray of pendants? Okay, so by the way, this will be the last tray of pendants that we're showcasing, but again, we have many. So again, if you would like to check, please go to our website, www.SilviaFindings.com. So here is another one. It's just like some irregular shape designs on the bottom. Looks a little bit like a crown, kind of, if you look at it this way. It looks a little bit like a crown or a hat, so that's really cool. And probably one of the last ones that I'll be showcasing is this one. Also for a round-ish bead, or just any bead or pearl with one hole in it. And it's a glue-on again, and it's just straight, plain, solid silver, but it's a really cool design that kind of curves up like that. I find very interesting. Okay, so we'll be moving on from our pendants to our rings. So these are some of our bigger rings. We do offer rings in different shapes and sizes. Just as a reference, the ring size for the finger right here, they're not one size. We do have different sizes. For the daintier rings, like this one, for example, the daintier rings, our most popular, I would say, or the sizes we have most in stock are sizes 6 to 8.
6.
Ring
size?
Yeah.
Ring size from size 6 to 12.
For these ones? For these ones?
For this, for size 6 to 9.
Okay, so for these ones, our most popular, or like the ones that we have more likely to have in stock, are sizes 6 to 9 for the band.
For the small, the small stones.
For the small stone settings.
For ladies.
Yeah, so they're mostly for women, but you know, who knows? And we might have a bigger or smaller size if you require. And again, if you do want to make your own band, you can always go to our DIY jewelry service, where you can make your own jewelry. For more information on that, please do go to our website, or you can talk to Marble about that, because he is the most knowledgeable. So this is the ring that I first picked up. It has a thicker band, like over here, and it also has an irregular design, right? So I believe this is a glue-on. This one?
Yeah.
Is a glue-on. So you kind of stick glue on here, and then you could just put a stone. Very irregular, so honestly, you might not find a lot of stones for this one, but if you do, it would be a very unique design.
Cut the stone, polish the
Oh,
stone.
I mean, yeah, you could also cut it and polish it. I was just thinking about buying it. So this is another bigger stone. These are kind of in the middle of our genuine like women and men's rings. And they have kind of just a crown design around it. So it's very fancy yet very simple at the same time. So if you're looking for one with a thicker band near the stone, this would be the one to go. This would be one of them. It has, again, like a viney, please focus. It has like a viney kind of flowery design to it. So, but the band at the bottom is, again, polished silver. This one is a thicker band. It's similar to the one that I just showed you. It was just a design, and kind of like a design around it. So that's just kind of what it looks like. This is another one of our more simple polished silver thick ring designs. And we also have a really cool one. Again, we're re-bringing up my love of vines and leaves. This is a pinch setting where you put the stone in, and you would kind of pinch the edges over the stone. It's a really cool vine design that just kind of goes down and just kind of melts into the solid silver. So this is another quite irregular shape. It looks a little bit like a diamond shape, but it's not quite. It's a little bit wavy. So it's good for any like cut polished stones. This is one of our handful of heart-shaped designed rings. It's another really cool one. We also have rings that offer 3 stones in one rings, because the only thing better than a nice ring with a stone in it is a nice ring with 3 stones in it. So again, it looks like 3 different bands, but it all joins into one, and there are 3 different stones for here. This is a simple one with a like a rectangular setting. Very simple, very nice design. So just kind of what it looks like.
For men's.
Oh, this is for men's, but you know, it's a really cool ring. So we'll move on to another tray, but again, we do have many here that I didn't touch on. It's just the ones that I personally found interesting. So these are more of our women's rings. This is these are new ones too. So this is like a square rectangular design. My throat is starting to die on me. It's like a squarish rectangular design, and it has please focus. It has kind of like a braided it kind of looks like the braids I drew when I was in like grade 2. Kind of like a stone that's been melted and stretched out design, and like a vine-ish look. We also have this one. I've always really loved rings. I've always wanted to wear rings, but I can't because I have a phobia of not being able to get it off. So I always wear rings that are too big for my finger, and I managed to lose them.
How much would a dolphin?
The dolphins? The dolphins? Are you talking about the dolphin pendant design, Lucinda, for the... Here. No, it was a pendant. It was a pendant. It was like a dolphin with like a pinch around it. It's kind of like a circle-ish dolphin. Lucinda, were you talking about the dolphins for the with like the setting for the like the pinch? Like it's kind of like a pendant or what? It's like a pearl pendant. It's like a pearl. Oh yes, this one. Lucinda, were you talking about this one? So for this one, the item number is A2MTP599, and the retail price is $5.19 per piece, and the wholesale price is $3.46. So, Lucinda, I was just wondering if this is the one that you're talking about, because I don't remember talking about another dolphin design. Okay, so while we wait for that follow-up answer, we're just gonna keep on talking about our rings. So this is another teardrop design. It's a very cool one too, because you could wear it like this, with the tiara-ish design facing out, or you could wear it like this with the tiara design facing in, and I think both ways are really cool and really neat. Again, this is one of our simpler bands. Our oh, please focus. It just has like a rope-ish design around it, and it just has the simple teardrop shape. If we move to the other side of the spectrum, with a little bit fancier, again, a simple band, but you know, when you have a design this fancy around the stone, you kind of want something simple, so the entire ring isn't overkill, if I dare say. This is another one with very similar to the one I just showed you, except it doesn't have any cubic zirconia crystals. The kind of the border outside is a bit thicker in width, but it does also have this. Oh, please focus. Please focus. I apologize if this is not focusing. Okay, there we go. So a like circle design around it. It's a very cool, very simple design. Again, this one is another really cool design with the ring band. It's like ivy leaves and these kind of triangular designs. They're really cool. This is another one with a thicker border around the ring. This is a glue-on because it doesn't have any of the prongs, and you could just stick the stone in and it looks pretty cool. This is one with a with just like a simple like stripe kind of design. That's just kind of what it looks like. One that caught my eye is this one. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, it's not an adjustable ring. Okay, so please focus. So it just kind of has like a butterfly at the end of it, and again, I think this one's a really nice one that kind of just looks like that. And one of the last ones that I will be touching on in this tray is, oh yeah. So Lucinda, would you like to place an order of these ones? So the dolphin design. So again, to reiterate, it is $5.19 per piece retail price, and wholesale price is $3.46 per piece. This is just kind of what it looks like. How many would you like for the dolphin design, Lucinda? My dad is kind of measuring it out right now.
8 millimeter or 8 millimeter or 10 millimeter.
So
8 millimeter.
This dolphin design will best fit an 8 millimeter bead, but I think can go up to like 10 millimeters. Yeah, so about 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
Yeah, 8 to 10 millimeter bead inside the dolphin. So this is probably the last ring that I'll touch on in this tray. It's a very cool one. This is an adjustable ring. I love adjustable rings, but for some reason I lose them too. About 2 years ago, my brother got me this really cool Ivy adjustable ring, and I wore it to my birthday dinner, and then I lost it, but it was an adjustable ring, so I could have just clamped it really tight around my finger, but I lost it again, and that was the last ring I ever owned because I was tired of losing rings all the time. So you have the stone here, and you also, oh, please focus. You also have, like, honestly, I kind of want to say it looks like a snake, but it also kind of just, it looks like a panther. Sorry, it has ears here, so it's a panther probably. And not only does it have cubic zirconia crystals all around its head, it also has a green crystal for its eyes, which is like a really cool design. So this is probably one of my favorites. So we'll move on to another tray. Is this also new? So this is also a tray of new rings. If we go back to our borders, so this is another border design. So just kind of what it looks like. It has cubic zirconia all around it. Very nice. These are 10 millimeter. This fits a 10 millimeter bead, or not bead, a stone. So this one, very cool. Looks like kind of like the sun. I don't know if any of you have watched Tangled, like the Disney movie about Rapunzel. Just kind of looks like the sun around its like symbol. We also have this one for kind of round beads almost.
Okay.
I think this one's best for like a round bead, and it's a very deep set. You kind of fit around. This would fit about like 7 millimeter bead. It's very nice. Oh, my dad found another one that looks like it's like the panther, but it's really gorgeous. It's a ram. Sadly, it does not have the green eyes, but it's still really, really, really freaking cool. And it's just, I mean, how many designs have you seen that like are like this? How many designs have you seen that just have an animal head around it? It's just so cool. So this one's another really cool design that personally I really love. Okay, so back to the new designs. I got distracted with the ram. So this is, again, most of these designs are pretty generic. I wouldn't say generic, but like they all kind of, they have their own special things, but they do look mostly the same. So I'm just trying to pick out the ones that are quite unique. So this one just has the cubic zirconia bordering. It's a round one, has the simple band. This one is another really cool one. It has a very, very simple, band. It's also very thin. Oh, please focus. It's a very thin band, just a round center, and it's just like a wave pattern on the side. It's very cool. So again, I would like to reiterate the benefits of ordering during our live show. Not only do you get free shipping because, you know, everyone loves free shipping, but you also get 10% off if you are part of any jewelry clubs or club like just anything related to kind of beads, minerals, gems, if you're part of any clubs on social media related, you get 10% off. And also, again, if you share our show while we're live, you do get this silver polishing cloth for free. Works really well. It's a customer favorite. So, you know, just some added benefits of ordering and sharing our live show. So back to the rings. This is another very similar one to this like tangled movie themed sun design, except this one seems a bit more like a sunflower because of the extra petals. It also has kind of the cubic zirconia crystals around it. Oh, please focus. So that's another really cool one. This is a more simple flower shaped design. It's just the solid silver, but it's very nice, very simple. This one kind of reminds me of like the twin fish, you know, like Pisces or yin and yang. It's just kind of like a swirly design. 2 stones, because again, the only thing better than a nice ring with a nice stone is a nice ring with 2 stones. So we're just gonna go on to like the last 2 that I'll be showing in this tray. It's this one with, it's kind of like, I believe, oh yes, this is a pearl or just like a stone setting for a bead with any hole in it, because it does have a pin here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's this pin right here. My fingertips touching it right now. So you would just kind of glue it on. It would be just a really nice, kind of tropical looking, honestly, a little bit of a tropical looking, or at least in my opinion, setting for your ring. What's next? Dad, what's next? Oh, I lied. We do have another tray of rings. I believe that, is this our last one? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is our last one. This is for pearls. Let me get my water. So this is for pearls. It's kind of like the glue-on settings, as you can see. A lot of fancy ones over here. So we'll start off with this one, which is a very thick band, a very thick border, and again, you would just kind of put some glue around here and just stick a pearl or just any bead with a hole in it. Amber works really well, but you can also do like turquoise, aquamarines, tanzanite, amazonite. I'm just listing off names that I think are minerals. If you want a thinner but also very cool kind of band, it's just this one. It has like a rectangular design, but it's quite thin. It's relatively thin, the band. It's solid silver, just kind of what it looks like. We also have this one, which is a very cool leaf design, and it also fits 2 pearls or beads. As you can see, you might be able to see here, there's 2 pins over here, and just a very cool leaf design, kind of jungle inspired, if I dare say. This is also really cool. It's like a wreath. It's kind of like a woody, leafy reef design. It's also another really cool one. We also have this one that looks kind of like a flower. Looks like it has 5 leaves around it, but also kind of looks like a snowflake. And who doesn't love something that you can interpret in so many different ways? And what's cool is, you know, it has a simple band, but the setting around it is fancy, but not too fancy. This is one that I've seen for a while now. This is probably one of our earliest settings. It's just a simple, solid silver flower kind of, I want to say kind of like lily, but I'm not sure what a lily actually looks like. But this is what I imagine what a lily looks like. Again, it's for a pearl or just any setting. Personally, I feel like the solid silver looks better with a stone of different design, like maybe amber. But again, it's a very cool design. Of course, we do love it when it's a pearl setting and it really just fits the theme. This is kind of like a clam design, as you can probably see. There's some designs on the edge, kind of like that. And you could just fit a pearl in there if you want to be really on brand, but you can also fit different stones, as I've mentioned before. This is another really cool one. It has like a twisty design to it. There's cubic zirconia kind of laid inside of it. So yeah, this is just kind of what this one looks like. This is another leafy design, a leafy kind of spirally design that's really cool. Again, Kibikazani, who doesn't love a little bit of extra shine. And again, reaffirming my statement that 2 stones are better than 1. This is another one with 2 stones in it. I always love the rings with kind of 2 different stones and each stone is a different color. I think that's always really cool to look at, and they're always gorgeous too. So this is just kind of what I'll be showing for this tray, and this is the last of the rings that we'll be showing today. Again, I have probably only picked up like 5% of all of the rings that we have, so do feel free to either call Nelson about the inventory, or you can go to our website www.SilviaFindings.com to really view our products. So I'm just going to be showing you our bracelets. We don't have a lot. These are all the ones that we have, but a lot of people do seem to really take interest in them. So these are our silver bracelets. This is the first one I'll be showing you. Oh, actually, you know, I'm just gonna wait. Dad, can you get the black backing? So we're just gonna grab the black backing real quick so that you can see the silver better. Okay, there we go. That much better. So this is the first of our bracelets. It has just a very simple yet again elegant design. It has the spirally bits and then kind of like another part, and then you can put the stone in the middle. And again, can I fit it on my wrist? Oh, there we go. So it's just kind of what it looks like. And then you just kind of slide it out. So that's the first one. This is the second one. It has a sunflower design. Very cool, very neat. This is just kind of what it looks like over here. It's nice patterns, nice detail. Another really cool one. So next we have this one. Another flower design. It kind of just has like I want to say gridding pattern that the insides of the sunflowers had. Another really cool spirally design. This has a thicker band and is for a bigger stone as well. So this one, the stone is a little bit smaller. It's like a rectangular shape. Another flower design, similar to the one that I just showed you. But thinner on the ends and a little bit of not as wide of a stone. So again, this is another flower design. I have stated that we do carry a lot of flower designs here. And so this one is kind of like a solid, kind of a daisy looking flower. It just kind of looks like a daisy. We have some leaves here and then like a beading design around it. This one is it's just a very simple one. It's just a solid silver cuff, and just have 2 leaves kind of around this very simple stone setting. Here is another one. It has this bead design all the way around. 3 kind of beads over here, and we also have kind of like a ridge, kind of like almost crown design around it. And last but not least, and also our simplest one, kind of just a considerably thick, solid silver cuff. It's just like a very simple design in the middle, but you know, sometimes the best things are the simplest. So these are just all our bracelets, our cuffs. So again, if you're interested, please do feel free to contact us in the comments or go to our website www.SilviaFindings.com to kind of see them more. So next we have our 18K gold settings for
18K gold.
Can I say 18K?
18K.
Okay, they're called 18 karat gold for diamond settings. Diamonds? Oh my god. That's diamonds. So can I even pick this up? It doesn't want to come out. It just doesn't like me. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, oh my god. Okay, so we just kind of dropped it. So this is kind of what it looks like. 18 karat gold. It's solid gold, right?
Solid.
Solid gold. So You know when you're being fancy when you get solid gold. But this is just kind of what it looks like. It's for diamonds. Wait, where does this go?
It's diamond base. Put a base on it.
Oh, so you put.
Glue on.
Oh, so you glue the diamond base onto it. So you know you're being ultra fancy when you have not only solid 18 karat gold, but you also have a diamond on top.
That's show different items. That's
Oh, so
different sizes.
so these are just same items, like not same items, but like same design, different sizes. This next is also it's also gold, but it seems to be no, it just doesn't want to come out. It just hates. Oh, did I break this? No, we didn't break it. Whew. Okay, so here is more 18 karat gold, but you know it's for diamonds again, but it also has like a shimmering effect. I don't think it's stones. I think it's just the shimmer of the gold, the way it's designed, but it's very, very fancy. So there we go. So if you want to kind of kick it up a notch with, not only do you have 18 karat gold with a diamond, you also have shimmering 18 karat gold with a diamond. So again, same design, but just different sizes on the entire tray. So again, if you want to see the design, this is kind of what it looks like. Oh, okay. So we also have these. Oh, so these are for pendants. This is kind of, oh my god, it just hates me. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Okay, wait, so how does the pendant go on here?
This is set the stone, and the chain goes through behind.
Oh, so you would set the stone in. Can I open this? Wait, give me a second. I can do this. Okay, there we go. So you kind of set the stone here and then close it, and then the chain would kind of go behind. So 18 karat gold for your settings.
Different sizes.
Again, we do have different sizes, so you might be able to see that this entire top row is just the same design but different sizes. Oh, okay, so we've been going on a little bit too long, so I think that we will continue this next week. We continue this next week. So next week we will continue with our 18K gold, and we will go into our other products. But this has been running for about an hour and a half, so we're gonna cut it here for now. But again, if you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to shoot us an email. We'll reply as soon as possible. We also have a live chat on our website, right? We have a live chat on our website, so it's a really good way to kind of message us and just kind of get instant responses, or as instant as we can manage. So again, we do run these live shows every Wednesday starting at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, the benefits of our live show is that we can communicate with our customers. You can get discounts. You do have benefits like the 10% discount if you're part of any jewelry clubs. You get free shipping when you order during the show, and you also don't forget get this silver polishing cloth for free if you kind of share our show while we're live. So just a lot of fun benefits, a lot of fun things you can do during our live show. And again, we will be continuing to show off our gold settings and kind of our gold findings next week, along with something new that has yet to be determined, but just stay tuned for our announcement on Mondays, I believe. So we'll send out an announcement on Monday on what we will be talking about. So yeah, is that it? Yeah. Okay, so have a great day, everybody. Bye.